Apple's flagship iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Pro, and iPhone 14 Pro Max are excellent devices, but some of you might want to hold off on buying a new iPhone and wait for Apple's 2023 iPhone, presumably called iPhone 15. Honestly, the problem with the iPhone 14 series is that, as an iPhone 13 Pro owner, there's just nothing great enough about the new series that makes it worthwhile for me to upgrade. If you're thinking about upgrading your phone, you've got a ton of options to sift through. The iPhone 14 series represents the top of the line, but Apple's got plenty of other devices that are worthy of your attention, including the iPhone 13 series, iPhone 12 series, iPhone SE 3, and many others. And while many of you are going to be perfectly fine buying one of these iPhones or a device outside of Apple's ecosystem, others might want to hang around and wait for the 2023 iPhones. The iPhone 15 series is still in development, which means plans can, and probably will, change before Apple unveils the new hardware. That said, there are already some great reasons to think about waiting for the 2023 iPhone models. In this video we'll take you through the best reasons to wait and the best reasons to go with another device long before the 2023 iPhones arrive. Number 1. Wait for performance improvements. Apple always makes year-to-year performance improvements to the iPhone, so you can expect the iPhone 15 series to come with numerous changes. You can expect the iPhone 15 models to feature an improved processor which could lead to better battery life and app performance. Rumors suggest the iPhone 15 series might come with a brand new processor based on TSMC's next-gen 3nm chip technology. The process is expected to enhance performance while also reducing power consumption. In other words, we should see faster phones with better battery life. Qualcomm's announced a new 5G Snapdragon X70 modem, which is expected to launch in devices this year. It didn't make it into the iPhone 14 series, but there's a chance it emerges inside the iPhone 15 series next year. It's still early, but you can expect additional iPhone 15 rumors to outline some of the other potential performance enhancements in the coming months. Number 2. Wait for even better cameras. The iPhone 14 series comes with fantastic cameras, and the iPhone 15 series looks like it will build on that foundation. iPhone 15 rumors have continually hinted at one potential change, and that's the inclusion of a new periscope camera. The rumor comes from respected analyst Ming-Chi Kuo, and Kuo believes Apple will install a periscope lens on the highest-end iPhone 15 model, the iPhone 15 Pro Max. If this pans out, the iPhone 15 Pro Max could offer enhanced optical zoom, somewhere in the range of 5x to 10x. This would be a big improvement over the current iPhone lineup. This probably won't be the only significant change to the iPhone's camera in 2023, and we'll let you know when we learn more. Number 3. Wait for design improvements. While the iPhone 15 may not come with a massive design, we could see Apple make some smaller, and very welcomed, improvements. This year, Apple introduced a brand new pill-shaped notch that the company calls Dynamic Island. Unfortunately, this change is only available on the company's high-end iPhone 14 Pro and iPhone 14 Pro Max models. That could change next year. Analyst Ross Young believes Apple could bring Dynamic Island to the lower-end iPhone 15 models. That alone might give some of you considering Apple's iPhone 14 or iPhone 14 Plus some pause. Number 4. Wait for USB-C. Apple may ditch the iPhone's Lightning port in favor of USB-C. The iPhone 14 models kept the Lightning port, though it appears Apple might be planning to make a move to USB-C next year. Ming-Chi Kuo says Apple will also transition other Lightning products to USB-C alongside the iPhone 15. He's reiterated this in a newer note on Twitter. The European Union has reached an agreement that will force Apple to adopt USB-C on the iPhone and AirPods by 2024. Senators in the United States are also calling for a universal charging standard. This isn't set in stone. Kuo says the move will be made in 2023 at the earliest, but it looks like the change is inevitable. This move to a more common standard would likely be a welcome change for many people, as it would allow them to carry a single cable for their devices while traveling. Number 1. Don't wait for the iPhone 15 if you can't wait for a year. Waiting for the iPhone 15 might seem like a great idea, but the release date is a year away, and that might be too far in the future for a lot of people. We fully expect Apple to release the iPhone 15 models in the same timeframe it always uses. The iPhone 14 launched in September, and you can expect the iPhone 15 to land in the same window in the fall of 2023. If you can't wait until September of 2023, you'll want to start thinking about waiting for another smartphone. Remember, if you upgrade to a new phone in 2022, You should be able to easily upgrade to an iPhone 15 next year. Number 2, don't wait for a foldable iPhone 15. Apple might be working on a foldable version of the iPhone, but it sounds like it won't be ready until 2024 or perhaps even 2025. We've seen patents hint at a foldable iPhone, but this doesn't confirm anything. One patent reveals plans for a protective layer that will help prevent cracking on foldable displays. Leaker John Prosser says that Apple is working on a foldable iPhone, but that it isn't really a foldable. The current prototype reportedly has 2 separate display panels on a hinge. He says the current model features round and stainless steel edges like the iPhone 11 design. It reportedly doesn't have a notch. Prosser hasn't put out a potential window for the device's launch, which means its arrival could be a long ways out. A leaker believes Apple is working on a foldable device that will be more like an iPad than an iPhone. They claim the device will debut in 2023. Number 3, don't wait if you find something you like. If you find a phone you really like between now and the fall of 2023, don't let iPhone 15 rumors hold you back. You don't have to wait for Apple to launch a new iPhone to score a deal on a newer iPhone model. We've already seen deals on the iPhone 13 series, iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, and iPhone 12 Pro Max. We should also see retailers start to offer some nice iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Pro deals in the coming months as supply recovers. If you aren't married to the iPhone, you'll also want to take a look at devices like the Galaxy S22 series, Galaxy S21 series, and Google's Pixel 5 and Pixel 6. Make sure you dig into these devices before you decide to wait. If you find something that suits your needs at the right price, don't be afraid to commit. Thinking about what the iPhone 15 is expected to bring as well makes it even more of a no-brainer to wait. With an expected switch to USB-C in the future, a potential design change again, the A16 coming to the lower-tier models, and any other changes that may actually trickle down, why would you upgrade from an iPhone 13 now? Most people don't upgrade year on year, but a sizable number of enthusiasts, influencers, and social media managers might. This time around, it just makes no sense to me. If you're coming from an iPhone 12, there's a lot more reason for justification. Upgrading every 2 years for some people is still excessive, but at least you'll get all the improvements of the iPhone 13 series, with the extra little bits from the iPhone 14, too. As for me, I think anyone with an iPhone 13 Pro would be crazy to upgrade.